Boy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another coaching session. I'm here with Araviste, my highest rated coaching client. He is 1850 level. This is Random Civilizations on Arabia, and he is playing as the Ethiopians. His opponent this game is PM Beast. We'll be calling him Pete. He's playing as the Khmer. I don't know how familiar they are with their civilizations. So let's focus on scouting. How familiar are you on Ethiopians?
Define familiar. You mean? I mean, I know exactly what their tech tree and
There you go.
bonuses are. If that's what you mean.
Yeah, that's good.
I'd have to be. I'd have to be pretty casual to have played this many games and not know all the civ bonuses by heart.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised with a few of my clients.
Not to say I don't forget them occasionally. Or I fail to think of them. Like yesterday, I found myself playing a game where I was standing under the guy's tower in Castle Age to avoid getting shot because I completely forgot that he was Teutonic.
Well, I played a game a few days ago where I tried to take down a Persian TC with knights and it didn't work. I lost the game.
Yeah, that would not pay off. Let's see.
Now be very efficient with that scout. It's always got to be going in the black area and always going in circles.
I'm running back to grab the sheep that I ran past by accident.
Alright, let's place that lumber camp. You typically don't want to stay on the straggler tree any longer than you have
Looks
to.
like the
That's
berries
kinda
have better
useful later.
wood, but
That's okay.
not that big of a difference.
We'll probably go there for the second lumber camp or here. Like here looks better.
God damn it.
Big problem.
Okay, so what I would normally do here is do a drush into the archers. Pretty much, again, exact same thing, actually.
Yeah, that's definitely a good strategy. As Ethiopians, they also get a mean man-at-arms rush as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's take a look at the map. Take a look at the civs. What's the civ? Khmer? Khmer like scouts, I think. Okay. I would probably go Dark Age Rush. I think it's a safer option, but you could also go Men-at-Arms Rush if you want to. Just for fun.
Yeah.
So you take your choice. Which one do you want to play?
Probably the drush again.
Okay.
Favor that. Frankly, I like all strategies, to be honest with you. I don't really have one that I don't like. I just kind of pick one and go with it. I guess you pretty clearly seem to favor picking your strategy completely, largely based on the map.
Map and Civ,
And
yeah.
I definitely don't take that. Yeah, map and civ, and I don't take the map into consideration as much.
Oh, it's a huge deal.
Yeah. I agree with you. And now my scout is idle.
Particularly if your Civ gets a Scout Rush, but Ethiopians don't.
You mean a scout bonus?
If they get Bloodlines, then you have to decide, do you want to do Dark Age Rush into Archers or Scouts?
Yeah.
For Archer Civs, it's most of the time just a Dark Age Rush into Archers, regardless of your map, because you don't have another strategy, really. Looking good so far. Just tiny things. When your first lumber camp goes up, make sure your villagers are 2-on-2 on each side.
Yep, that is, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna stop saying I know just because it's pointless. I'll just, yeah. But for the record, a lot of these things, it's mistakes I make come down to multitasking rather than not having been aware of it.
Well, we'll look for those things where hopefully you're not aware of.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, if I say like 10 things and 9 of them are things you already know, then that one extra thing that you didn't know might really help.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm not saying that what you're saying isn't useful. I'm just trying to.
So barracks needs to go up right now.
Bad. Yeah,
right
you're
now.
right. It does.
And house. So we need 2 villages right now. You can take one off the lumber. Now, be careful. You want to really wall in this gold. You want to make sure this gold is not vulnerable to archers. So let's get that house up too. You gotta have... Oh, it's on the bears. Okay. I would have taken the lumberjack because we could have used that for the wall.
I agree. retrospect. And I don't have 10 gold yet.
Now, for a different game, in retrospect, the Ethiopians get a men-at-arms rush. The reason I say that is because you go fast up to feudal, you get that free 100 food, 100 gold, and it makes that men-at-arms upgrade really easy to get.
Yeah, it does. Well, if my militia survive, then...
Let's eat 2 sheep at a time. 2 sheep at a time. Yep. Let's get maybe another villager on berries. And let's build those militia. Gotta be nice and fast.
Yeah.
You could leave that gold open for now because we'll place 2 ranges right there. Now let's get the next sheep ready. And remember, 3 farms too many. 2 farms.
Yep. Yep. So where do the next few villagers go?
Well, you still only have 3 on berries. You need 1 on berries. I would place the rest on sheep until we get up. We should be going up really quickly. And you need loom. You need loom still.
We only have one more. We only have 1 more sheep.
Well, you missed a sheep in your scouting.
Ah, there they are. I missed 2 sheep. Unless...
No, you're stealing his sheep, but that's fine. But you missed a sheep in your scouting. You literally only took 1 of the 2. Let's get that loom next, and you should be able to get up. Send a few villages. You need to build a second lumber camp. Send your militia out. You should have enough.
I would be very surprised.
But remember, we are missing a sheep. Send your militia out. We can't waste time.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. There's the sheep.
Ah, look at that.
Alright, just send your villagers to build that second lumber camp. We'll wait a second, then we'll click up. Remember, weak villagers on farms next time.
Did I not do
And let's
that?
click up. Let's click up right now.
Oh, you're right, I didn't. And let's what?
Click up, click up.
I can't. Oh, now I can.
Yeah. Well, make sure you force drop. Those berries villages have at least 50 food on them. You'll get that 100 free food, 100 free gold right after, so don't worry about that sheep. Don't worry about getting on gold super quick either, just focus on wood. Now let's get those militias in. Right-click inside his base.
Yep.
You wouldn't have found that, would you?
Nope. I wouldn't have. That's, again, I would just...
So our goal this time is not to lose.
That.
Yeah, don't lose anything to the town center this time.
Yeah, I need to get someone on gold, though.
Remember, you get a free 100 gold right as you get up to the next age.
Yeah. Oh, no, don't. Ah, he walled my scout out. Although, I think I could just walk it right around.
Now check for the Weakville. A little too late.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, you're very close to your town center right now. You're gonna get a few hits if you keep going.
Yeah, I'm being careful.
Try to get the militia up down the hill. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to kill a militia without taking a hit from the town center here. You're gonna have to get lucky. Let's get the 2 ranges up. Ah, you got lucky. 2 ranges up right away. 3 villagers on the ranges. Get the eco upgrades.
Yeah,
way too many on berries. Remember, no more than 4 on berries.
I'm trying not to lose my militia. It's a thing.
Yeah, you can put them on stand ground stance. Is usually what I keep them on. But then
they stand there, and the villagers kill them.
Oh, you have to be fast.
Unless yeah, I'll just start walking away for a second.
Remember, 4 max on berries.
How many do I have? 5.
I had 7. But keep the militia working.
Yeah. What do I hear? That.
And let's go with archers straight away.
Oh, I never.
Also, blacksmith could go right away. Oh, you don't. I wouldn't have gone men at arms. I think they would have been dead by now. But your opponent actually hasn't been working on the militia, so.
So they're still alive and well.
Yeah, somehow they're still alive. They should be almost dead at this stage because they've been working on the villagers. But your opponent hasn't been doing that.
Yeah, he hasn't fought back much.
So normally I wouldn't get the men-at-arms upgrade for that reason. But
yeah, if they were almost dead, I wouldn't have either.
Let's get the blacksmith up. We're at 500 wood and start seeding a ton of farms.
Right, I'm at 500 wood. This is what often happens to me. I'll be focusing a bit too much on the army, and my eco will not be in the best shape.
Send your archers forward.
What archers? Oh.
What archers?
Oh, where am I?
To fix your... Okay, you got the 4 berries villagers. The 4 berries villagers can make 4 farms.
Yeah.
And ta-da, your eco's all good now. Just make sure to keep building the houses and wall yourself off completely. He really doesn't know how to attack men-at-arms with villages.
No, he does not. One of my friends is the same way. He loses every time this happens to him.
Who would have trush? Why would you trush?
I lost track of how many villagers this guy's lost.
Why would you trush? This map
Pete,
is
I should say.
Not great for trushing.
Guy.
Oh, because you're Cerberus, because you're a troll, that's why. Now keep those walls coming up. You gotta prioritize walling. Especially in the front. I meant in the front particularly. There's a hole between the blacksmith and the archery range.
Oh, yeah. I kind of usually leave a hole in the front.
Nah, there's no reason to leave a hole. If you need your army to move out, you delete the palisade and rebuild it.
Yeah.
Most of the time, your rally point is inside your archery ranges to be safe. Keep the archers coming out. You still only have 6 on gold. And let's get some more farms up with those villagers at home.
I also have 5 idle villagers inside my town center. How is that even possible? Where did they come from?
Gotta check the rally point. Because the sheep, they were rally pointed to sheep.
Yeah.
Now, one thing you could have done better with your army, your archers are stuck outside the base for some reason. They should be inside his base. And you're giving him time to wall.
Yeah, I am.
Right-click inside his base, see if you can get in.
They started walking around to the other side, but I wanted to stand behind his wood here. That's what I was going for. Yep.
Good. Make sure all of your archery ranges are working. They're idle a little bit too often.
All right.
Also, I think there's still a hole between the archery range and the palisade. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8's fine for now. Ah, what is he doing?
You're right, there is.
And right side is still open. Now, what are you doing with your archers?
I am walking them around to
well, you
try
had
to
2
find
targets
an
here. You could have hit. He's still taking wood behind that wood line.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's not that I thought he had stopped so much as I was just moving on to try to find somewhere else that I could do more damage. Was the
yeah,
idea.
but you could have started killing villages on the wood line. There's no way you could do more damage than that.
Sure. I figured he would just move them all over to his other wood line.
Well, maybe you kill it one or 2. You know,
I'll send
that's your goal.
a couple of archers.
And alternatively, he's still you could have walked straight into his base on the left side. That's why the archers were going all the way around.
I haven't really made it over there yet. But I'm sending them now.
Your archer's going right, though.
Oh, he's got a lot of archers now. Yeah, I put a few of them over to the... Wait, what you say to the right? Where did you say you were suggesting I had gone? I thought you said...
You were walking around on the left side.
Look, look at that, he's got a hole.
Well, he's got 3 holes. I mean, his map is very open. I suggested you're at the lumber line, right? You could have walked around the lumber line and just gone straight into his base. That black part you haven't scouted there is not walled.
I'm trying to kill a few of his woodcutters at the moment. 1 second. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
There's a big thing about his army. His army does not have fletching. You have to click on his archers and check. You want to use your range. So back off and attack.
Well, I'm backed up against the wood. I can't
There's a
really
little
go
space there.
Good point. There's a little space there.
One of your archery ranges is still idle.
Oh my god. I keep hitting... Yeah, I'm hitting the wrong button is what's happening.
Group all of your archers together. You have archers at the top of his base not really doing anything.
Yeah. Are you suggesting I put them with the woodworkers?
Yeah, of course. There you go. Just clean and house. That's why you get fletching. Finally, it's walled here. Might not be walled though.
Oh, I put up a tower again. His tower placement leaves something to be desired.
Those archers on the wood line can actually kill those lumberjacks. They're just attacking the house instead, though.
Can they?
Yeah, they're within range.
Oh, right you are.
Now you have two options here. You want to do one town center siege workshop or two town centers?
I should have sent the villager forward already. It's gonna be...
I think two town centers would be the smarter option, honestly. Because he doesn't
Really?
have a
When
forward gold.
Oh, and I'm already 1,100 points ahead? You don't think better to just press it?
Yeah, just
And
go two
especially
town
since,
centers.
he's GG anyway.
Doesn't matter how many points ahead you are. I think two town centers would be the safer option, and maybe university also. Because there's no gold or no wood that you could press at the front of his base, and he's walled already.
Where would you... Yeah, but I can keep him off both of his woods, can I not?
You can do that with archers alone. The mangonel is going to be too slow to go to left and right.
True, I guess my thinking is just breaking straight through where the berries are and just going straight for the farms and town center.
Yeah, you could. Honestly, you can do anything and still win at this point.
So
but I'm saying if it's like, if this game was a lot closer, then I think two town centers would be better.
Where would you put a town center here, though?
Wood on the left, and maybe gold on the bottom. Wood on the right.
Yes.
You have map control. You can place it wherever you want, honestly. Wood would definitely be a priority, though. And probably gold also.
Yeah.
What's up, Pete?
Hey, guys.
Alright, what happened this game?
I don't know how to deal with the militia and men-at-arms.
So a militia has the same attack stats as a villager.
Yeah,
so you attack.
So you could just fight back.
Yeah, so if you have 3 militia in your base, you come at them with 4 villagers, and you right-click the militia. And if the good thing is you have
1 more attack, but the villager has 1 more armor, so they work out to be the same.
The good thing is that since you have the home field advantage, if a villager gets low, you just send it back to the town center, replace it with a full health villager, and that's how you deal with the militia. Second way to deal with militia is you wall, and you make sure you're walled. If he gets in, then you just wall a little bit more. You do quick walls. You can quick wall your lumber line. You can quick wall your gold. If he's if he's really coming, like say he's coming downhill and he's got some really strong beefy men-at-arms or something like that, you attack with the villages, send the weak one back really quickly, bring in a full health one, and you just got to be really quick bringing back the weak villager.
Okay.
If you put down, I think, 3 houses there along the right side of your lower wood line, I could have never walked through there into that. And you could have deleted it later, but I wouldn't have been able to get to your wood without walking through your town center. And
the third thing you do is you do some sort of aggression earlier than straight archers. Usually you do like a Dark Age rush. I understand you're a Khmer, so you probably don't want to do a Dark Age rush, but you could do Scout Rush. Would be the earliest form of aggression you can get out to deal with militia.
What's wrong with the Khmer rush?
Well, there's no reason to build the barracks, because you don't have to build the barracks. So I think it would just be a waste.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you're Khmer, you're deciding whether to go quick archers or scouts. And you can maybe do a 20 pop-up on scouts if you play your cards right. But yeah.
That's totally fair. You don't have to build prerequisite buildings, well.
Oh yeah, you built the barracks.
Yeah, I thought I had to.
Have it.
I tried a wall. I mean, there was a little hole between my mill there, but
yeah, but you also didn't wall the bottom left and the bottom right in time. The bottom right's still open. When you wall, you really got to prioritize walling. He could have walked around in the bottom left several times and just gone straight through. And
you also still have another hole along the edge of one of your ponds. The ponds, you always got to check left both sides of them.
Yeah, I see it. Yep.
For that reason, might have been better if you went with a scout rush this game. Got out aggression a lot earlier, and that would have given you more time to wall before those militia came in.
Okay.
When the men at arms gets upgraded, you have to fight it off with villagers. You have to be able to. If you lose a villager or two, that's okay. But you suffered way too much as far as idle time, and you lost villagers too.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. That's helpful.
The wood on the right is also a lot safer than the wood on the left for the obvious reason of the archers behind. So that would be good too.
Yeah.
And make sure you get fletching. Fletching's really important. You lost a lot of archers on the right side just because of that one range.
Yeah.
So you placed down a lot of farms when the wood could have been better spent for an early blacksmith and fletching.
Okay.
Your tower placement also. I don't think that tower ever shot anyone.
Yeah. Do you have any questions?
No.
Do you have any questions, Aravis? How you think you could have done better?
Moment. The lack of wood. I would have been, if the aggression had come to me, I would have been really hard pressed to get any wood with this map.
Yeah, but that's why you went with the Dark Age Rush, to hopefully prevent that a bit. And
yeah, like if he got archers behind my wood line.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
Both of my woods are completely indefensible.
Yeah, but luckily the Ethiopians very good early game civ, so you hope that won't happen. That didn't happen this game because you put on the aggression.
They're pretty good throughout the game. They're pretty amazing.
Yeah, they're pretty
civ.
good 1v1 civ. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you could have done, I mean, yeah, your woods are pretty awful. they're pretty bad.
And even if you go well out, like down into the right corner or up above, like there's no forests anywhere. It's a ways before you get any wood anywhere.
Yeah, so just what you hope to do is be aggressive and
yeah.
Don't lose a bed, don't lose a fight. And
yeah.
That's what you got to do. Any questions from you guys?
No.